What's up, Geometry? Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we are looking at lesson 9.6, which is applying geometry or applying trigonometry. So being able to still use those trigonometric ratios, but also talk about two things called angle of elevation and angle of depression. So let's go ahead and get started with those two as our vocabulary words. So when we look at angle elevation, I'm going to type this out because it's a little wordy. That is the angle formed by a horizontal line and an observer's line of sight to an object above the horizontal line. I'm going to go and write out our angle of depression definition as well, and then we'll talk about some pictures. The angle of depression is the angle formed by a horizontal line and an observer's line of sight to an object below the horizontal line. Okay, so we just want to make sure we know what these look like as well. So let's go ahead and draw a picture for each of them. So when you're looking at angle of elevation, you want to picture someone standing. So we're going to draw a person. Lovely drawing here, and their line of sight is at eye level. So maybe they are looking up at a bird flying in the sky. Whee! Okay. They'll tell you in the problem, it'll say like the angle of elevation is 30 degrees and the person is 6 feet tall. And they might say the bird is flying at an altitude of 102 feet. So we would use the trigonometric ratio to figure out how far that person is from the bird. Angle of depression is a little bit differently. You want to think about maybe this person standing on top of a building or standing on a cliff. So here's my person for angle of depression. They're standing on a cliff. Their eye of sight, or their line of sight, is still above, but then that angle is going to be below the horizontal line. So maybe they're looking down at a 40-degree angle and they're trying to figure out how far the other person they're looking at is down, or how far their way they are from that person. Maybe you can say that this line could be 55 feet. So again, using that trigonometric ratio for there. Sorry about the bells. Okay, so we're going to try that with each one of these. Casey sights the top of an 84-foot tall lighthouse at an angle of elevation of 58 feet. Casey is 6 feet tall. How far is he standing from the base of the lighthouse? So first we can start by drawing Casey, and then a lighthouse. I don't think it needs to be anything really crazy there. Casey is 6 feet tall, and angle of elevation is 58. So that is above the horizontal line of sight. Okay, 84-foot tall lighthouse, but because Casey is 6 feet tall, this is obviously not drawn to scale. This line here is going to be 84 minus 6, which is 78. So how far is he standing from the base of the lighthouse? We want to know this line right here. So from this angle, we have opposite to adjacent, which means that's tangent. So tangent of 58 degrees is equal to 78 over x, and then we would just be solving for x. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x to get x times tangent of 58 is equal to 78, which means I can find by dividing both sides by tangent of 58, and then it doesn't say what to round to, so I'm just going to keep it to the nearest tenth. I'm getting 48.7 feet. Okay, so example 2, that one's going to be more of an angle of depression. If you want to pause the video and try this one on your own first, you can. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into it and try it. It says the lifeguard is sitting on a platform looking down at a swimmer. So here's my lifeguard. I've got my horizontal line of sight, but then I'm looking down at a swimmer. And it says the lifeguard's line of sight is 8 feet above the ground. So 8 feet. Here's my swimmer. At an angle of depression to the swimmer is 18 degrees. How far away is the swimmer from the lifeguard? So swimmer from lifeguard would be this line right here, the hypotenuse. So since we're looking at opposite over hypotenuse, we would need to use the sine of 18 is equal to 8 over x. And then solving the same way, multiplying both sides by sine of 18, or multiplying both sides by x first, and then dividing by sine of 18 to find our answer. And again, not telling us exactly what to round to, so we're going to round to the nearest tenth of 25.9 feet. Okay. Example 3, on the back of our paper, Rakim is flying his drone at the park. He spots the drone at an angle of elevation that he estimates to be 30 degrees. The remote control tells Rakim that his drone is 102 feet above the ground. Rakim is 6 feet tall. Let's find some missing angle measurements or missing degrees. So here's Rakim at 6 feet tall. Here's my drone. Make it look like a UFO. The remote control, and he's doing angle of elevation here. The remote control tells Rakim that his drone is 102 feet above the ground, but because Rakim is 6 feet tall, that means my total measurement from Rakim's eyes to the top of the drone is going to be 96. So we're looking at, if Rakim is 6 feet tall, what is the horizontal distance between Rakim and the drone? So that horizontal line. So this is opposite over adjacent again. So tangent of 30 is equal to 96 over x. So we're multiplying both sides by x first to get tangent of 30 times x is equal to 96. And then dividing by tangent of 30, we're going to get about 166.3 feet. Okay. A dog standing 5 feet from the base of a tree looking up at a cat has climbed 16 feet up the tree. So let's go ahead and draw our tree. Okay, it says dog is standing 5 feet. So I'm not even going to try to draw a dog, you guys. That'd be silly. Don't want you to make fun of me. A dog standing 5 feet from the tree looking up at a cat that has climbed 16 feet up the tree. What is the angle of elevation from the point of the dog that's standing from the ground to the cat? So standing on the ground, we have an opposite over adjacent, so that'd be a tangent of x is equal to 16 over 5. So because I'm trying to find my angle, I'm doing the inverse of tangent, 16 over 5, and that's going to give me about 72.6 degrees. Okay? Cat would be up here. All right, and then our last one, building A is 480 feet tall. So A, 480 feet. Building B is 654 feet tall. If the angle of depression from the top of building B to the top of building A is 42, so this little angle right here, how far apart are the buildings? So we need to know this guy. We do need to know what this is, so 654 minus 480 is going to give me 174. So now I can use opposite over adjacent, so tangent of 42 one more time. Tangent 42 is equal to opposite x over 174 adjacent. So I'm multiplying tangent 42 times 174. And I'm going to get about 156.7 feet. So that'd be this. There we go. And that'll conclude our notes today on applying trigonometry. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to use angle of depression, angle of elevation, and tune in next time when we start reviewing for our Unit 9 test. Have a great day, you guys, and we'll catch you next time. Bye!